I am not super creeped out. It's unnerving. I would say it's unnerving when that
I'm not super
creeped
creeped out for you, but it is a little unnerving that somebody did that much at your house when you're not there.
Yeah, what was the deal? I don't know. If I end up dead, go
Stop!
and consult the footage.
Stop. That's not even fair,
He's not
funny, or anything.
He's too old. I could have taken him.
Hey, have you heard of these Foods of the World boxes that you can get?
No. Well, maybe. We got a box from Australia once from a listener.
Yeah,
that had like the
snacks
in it.
That's what it is. The one we got over the holidays was Universal Yums, is what it's called.
Okay.
And it was from South Korea.
And?
Let me just tell you, we did this as a family, so everybody, and then it actually has where you're supposed to rate how good you think it is from 0 to 10. Okay.
Okay.
And there, I love how the box said, for adventurous appetites who love variety, sweet, spicy, and trendy snacks from the streets of Seoul. Quirky, spicy, crunchy. Now, here's what's in there.
Okay.
Shrimp chips.
Ew.
Which, by the way, yes, that's
shrimp chips.
I am so glad to hear you say that because that's exactly how fast I would spit that one out. It just was, it was not good. They had this hot chili kind of chip thing, but
a chili chip? That doesn't sound bad.
But it wasn't. It was not good.
Did you have anything other than shrimp chips and chili chips?
There was some sour grape chews that were okay. The churros that they had in there were churros, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
The one that was the weirdest thing, and I don't know if it's called papusha or fusha. It's basically ramen that you crunch all up, dump the flavor pack in, and then shake it all around. And I'm like, you can do that with ramen already. What's the difference?
You're just supposed to, it tells you to crunch it instead of not crunch it?
Yeah.
That's the only difference?
Yeah.
Then that's just ramen.
And by the way, it was way too much on the flavor packet. I mean, everything that was in there was just, I think the best thing I gave was the churro because it was just okay.
It was a churro.
And I think I gave it an 8 out of 10, but the rest of them were like 3s. What I'm really getting at is they have other boxes.
Okay. Do they tell you what's in these boxes before you order them so you can get kind of idea?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was reading off of. But I didn't know if you wanted us to maybe try this. There's a France, Germany, Italy box. Those, United Kingdom, Greece.
I mean, I do think it would be fun. The Australia one was fun. We didn't like the Vegemite.
We did not like it. That Vegemite stuff. Oh my gosh.
But still, I did. These are kind of fun. I know, we've had ketchup chips from other places. Yeah, I would do this. They got a New Zealand one.
You would.
Actually, it's probably like the Australia one. So maybe we should get somewhere a little further out.
Okay,
that.
All I'm seeing right now, they are France, Germany, Italy, and then United Kingdom, Greece, and South Korea.
I don't know. Do our podcast listeners want to pick for us?
Let's do that.
Put up a poll.
Let's put up
see
a
where
poll
we should order them from.
And see where. And then I'll tell you what, we'll use one of our podcasts to actually do this.
Okay, I'm on board with it.
Okay.
All right.
I will order it. If you guys that listen to this will tell us that you want us to do this, and then which one. So one last time, let's run through it again. France, Germany, Italy, United Kingdom, Greece, South Korea.
France, Germany, Italy. What? Sorry, I'm the one that has to put up the poll. So
France, Germany, Italy. This is what our podcast is about. You ready for the other?
Yeah,
There's only 6. United Kingdom,
UK,
Greece, South Korea.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Got it.
Now we can move on.
Yes, we can move on. Okay, I just wanted to share
that. I like that idea. And I think that's a good gift idea. It's something different.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll do it on the radio too, but we can use it for the podcast.
I'm just throwing it out there. It's good. A gift idea. I like that.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is, my dad, you may or may not know, passed away in 2019. Mm-hmm. And obviously with some of that, I had to take over some of the things like the lake house.
Responsibilities, yeah.
We have yet to get what was it? It's CEO Electric. Yeah. Taken care of for the lake place, but we've been paying the bill.
What do you mean get it taken care of?
So get it out of his name and into my name.
Okay. Yeah.
So we get this refund check every year, and we're supposed to have to show up with the death certificate and all these. Anyway, long story short, we finally went to Cookson Hills Electric
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I need to, make this change.
Yeah.
So they had me literally, I felt like it was a notebook of paperwork. And
Just
they're like,
to
you have
prove-
to fill out an application.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I thought this would be just as simple as move my name into his name,
Right.
And they said, well, we looked up his account and it's been discontinued. And I'm like, well, how is that possible?
You've been paying.
I said, we have electric and we've been paying.
Yeah.
She goes, we can't find an account. So I said, well, did you look under my name? And she goes, wait a minute. There it is right there.
They just switched.
It's in your name already.
Over? Just because the money kept
It was
coming
already in
from
my,
you?
so I guess we did something. So somehow it was already in my name. Okay. But yet the refund check is in my dad's name. And we can't cash that refund check until they change it into our name. So then I had to fill out other paperwork to get it. But we got it all taken care of.
My brain. This hurts my brain.
Okay. See, I just thought this was the weirdest experience. Like, well, did you look under my name?
Well, then why is the check coming to a different?
Yes. Yeah. It is coming to my address under my dad's name. It was just so weird.
That's weird. I can't explain it. I'm glad you have little things that happen to you too that you're just like, why is this more complicated than it needs to be?
I really thought this would be just
like
a simple.
Yeah.
Here's my ID. Here's the death certificate. Boom.
It's never simple.
No.
Never simple. Speaking of which, this is why I'm fearing upgrading my phone. Should be a simple thing, right? Really,
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, you lay the phone on top of the other phone, everything transfers over, right? No big deal. Am I the only one that kind of gets anxiety? Like, what if it doesn't? I can't lose everything on my phone. That's part of my anxiety. Also, I think I'm on an iPhone 12, 11 or 12, one or the other. So I'm way far behind. Like,
yeah,
how do
and
I
real quick, I'm going to interrupt you real quick because
Okay.
I've asked you about this, and just so our listeners know, she always says, it fits so perfect in my hand.
part of the reason that I have kept this phone for so long, which you can see the size of it, it's small. It's one of the minis. I don't even know if they make those anymore. I asked ChatGPT, I was like, what is the smallest iPhone that is still like that they're servicing or whatever? Because this one is going to be falling out soon. I know because I did the latest update and it is making that thing just chunk around.
Okay, I'm going to talk for just a second so the camera will switch and so
Yeah.
you can see. That's not that huge of a difference. I
It
mean,
is
there
for
is,
my
but it's not
hand.
huge.
When I'm texting with one hand on your phone, that phone is going to fall out of my hand so many times because I can't reach the A all the way on the other side with my thumb without letting my grip a little bit loose. And then
my
I
gosh.
often just drop the phone when I'm trying to text because I can't reach the A. My hands are small. I need a small phone.
You're killing me.
The overwhelm of decisions when doing something. I want to know if I'm normal or not. There's a lot of factors that I have to just consider when I'm going to pick another phone. That's why I'm an old person and I'm going to walk into a store, hold the phone in my hand, ask a bunch of questions, probably go home and think about it for at least a month, whether I want to do this or not, because my phone, quote unquote, works fine. It works fine, Jeff. I can use it as a phone, but it's running slower. And when I plug it into my car, the Apple Play a lot of times will work for maybe 3 seconds, cut off for 30 seconds, work for 3 seconds, cut off for 30 seconds. And that is about to drive me nuts. But I have a lot of factors to consider. And I'm also running to this problem with buying a new couch. Is it going to fit? Is it going to be tall enough for everybody to get out of? Am I going to have old folks over and they're like, can't get out. They got to roll. The couch I currently have, I won't throw the particular person under the bus.
Wait, the one I helped you move?
Mm-hmm. Apparently it is so low that a particular individual that's been to my house had to actually roll out, get on their knees and stand up from the ground. Just too low for them to stand up. So there's so many things. People have mobility, limited mobility, and I get that. My knees are going to go at some point. I'm not going to act like they're not. I need to be able to get out of my couch. Right now they're good, but they'll go. So I need to make sure the couch is high enough. It's got to fit the dimensions. I've already got coffee tables in there. Well, one of them might take up the room for a coffee table. Do I buy a new coffee table? I always like a couch with a nook in it. That's my favorite part to be. I am told by people now, at this age, the nook is not so popular. It's hard to get out of. So maybe don't buy a nook. Maybe I need a couch and a love seat and not like a corner sectional. And it's going to cost so much money. And then once you have it, then you got to wait for them to deliver it. Then you do some assembly and put it in there. And there's probably a 30-day waiting period where you can send it back. But what? You're going to have everybody come back out, pack the thing back up, go take it back out, go pick up another couch. It's such a hassle.
Rachel, you are exhausting me with your thought process.
I know. And I've got to figure out, I've got to have some sort of game plan by President's Day because I'm told that that's a good time to buy furniture.
I'm like, what does President's Day got to do with it?
Lots of sales on furniture and beds and stuff like that. So I'm told it's a good time to buy. So I've got it. Yeah, as you can tell, if I'm on a time schedule here, we're going to have some things figured out beforehand because once we hit President's Day, that's going to be a limited time sale. We're going to have to pull the trigger then.
Can't you just find a couch you like and just go, okay, that's the one? No, because it's not just for me. It's for everybody. I want everyone to be comfortable in my home. No, back that truck up. Who spends most of the time in your house?
Well, me, of course.
Okay, then it's not for everybody
I can
else.
get out of a small couch or big couch. Don't matter to me. So that's an irrelevant factor to me right now. I do want the people that I love the most to be comfortable in my home.
And I appreciate that, but it's your house.
Yes, but part of the reason they're not comfortable is because they can't get out of the couch. So they pull up chairs and sit on uncomfortable kitchen chairs because they can get out of those. And I feel so bad. And it's part of the reason why I don't invite people over as much as I would.
Go find the couch that you want that is going to be a great sleeping couch, sitting couch, watching TV, whatever it is, and get it for you. It's your couch.
Well, then you got the decision. Do you want the springs in it or do you want the other? Like there's different kinds. And then like the upholstery, do you want a light or a dark or do you want something? I like something that's fuzzy, but maybe that costs a little more. How much more do I want to pay for that as opposed to what it comes? There's so many decisions. I have decision fatigue and I haven't even started.
You have decision fatigue. I have decision fatigue just listening to you.
This
just
is
go
what
get a couch.
This is what it's like in my brain. Will you come with me and just be like, you like that one? Get it.
Yes,
done.
I will go with you.
Okay, the one thing I do require, this isn't overthinking, measurements. I do need to make sure it fits in the door and in the home.
I'll tell you what, I think we should make a party of it. I think we should go get Beth and the three of us go. I'll bring my tape measure. We can go and figure out what fits and get it.
With the two of you, I can make a decision. I will make a decision with the two of you. If I go by myself, I'm going to wander around that store. Then I'm going to go to a different store and a different store. And I'm going to think about it for a month. And then the sales are going to be over. And then I'll be like, well, I guess I'll wait till next year.
Nope. Okay.
And then we'll start the process.
Let's make this happen. Let's have you, me, and Beth get out there and get you a couch so that you can buy it on sale on President's Day, I guess.
Okay. We just signed Beth up for that. You're welcome, friend.
Yeah. Well, she'll love it. I'll buy her a chocolate cake.
Okay. Now who's going to help me with my phone?
Listen, I've spent 5 years trying to get you to get a different phone and well,
it's too many decisions to make, Jeff.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to see if you could off-air stuff. You don't want to hear this, okay? Or maybe it is for the pod. We've got this other phone here.
I know.
Why don't we swap them out? Why don't you just take this one?
Well, I have the one that you gave me. That's your old phone.
Oh, that's right.
Perfectly good. And I could just use that, but yeah.
Wow.
If I'm going to get a new one, let's just go ahead and do the dang thing, Let's get a new one.
Okay, there you go. Hey, I wanted to, because we haven't really talked about this yet, let's discuss what we thought about the finale of Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's good.
There's a lot of folks on socials that
really
are just
divided.
Yeah, and I'm like, I actually thought they did an okay job. I mean, here's the deal. You had to end it. Mm-hmm. I thought they did a really good job not ending it like Game of Thrones and just threw a bunch of crap together. I guess what I'm saying is I don't see the hate in this. I was okay with it.
I think, so as far as the ending, how they wrap things up, all that kind of stuff, I'm satisfied with all of that. I didn't know where they were going, and I feel like I've got into the characters. I've got some idea of where they're going and where things are, yada, yada. So I've got no problems with that. My issue with season 5 is like, I got kind of bored with the characters. It just felt like we're having action, action, action. Sit down, sentimental talk. Action, action, action. Sit down, sentimental talk. Which, I weave stuff in a little bit better. Like, have more. I don't know. I just felt like, all right, we're gonna sit here and this is gonna move the story forward. Like, these characters are having feels about this, and then something pops up. We got to take care of this, and then another character is gonna have feels about something. Which I don't feel like it's been that way the whole series. It's just this season, which I found to be a little bit dull. So that's my complaint with the season. But as far as how they wrapped it up, I'm good with it.
Well, and I think, too, what we have to keep in mind is I think even these characters were tired of their characters.
I think they were as well. I think we've explored them kind of as much as we can.
And I think that's the problem with these series is that they become so huge. And then these characters, are the actors, then become famous for other things and do other things. And then it's like, oh, I have to go back and do that because I'm under contract.
Right. Here's my thing with like showrunners and stuff like that. I like knowing, like Vince Gilligan. I like him as a showrunner because he has the general plot laid out. I have 4 seasons worth of story to tell. I'm going to tell it in 4 seasons.
Yep.
Maybe you go to 5 because, you know, you get fewer episodes one season. But he knows the story he's going to tell. And even if it's the most popular show in the world, he's not just going to keep telling it because people are watching.
Right.
That's the end of the story.
Yeah.
So it just, to me, if you keep going, it degrades your storyline a little bit. So you got to hit in that sweet spot where everybody wants more. Leave them wanting more, I guess, is the thing.
Well, I will say, too, and we didn't give any spoilers here, so if you haven't seen the ending, we didn't ruin it for you.
Yeah.
But there are supposedly some other things on the works for Stranger Things. There's a docu-series coming out on...
Yeah, behind the making of kind of thing.
On like the 12th.
Yeah.
And then supposedly there's some kind of animated thing that's going to be kind of a spinoff. And then there's going to be a full-blown spinoff. But I don't know much about. All I read about it was that it's not going to take place in Hawkins.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
And it's going to be all new characters and I guess an all new storyline. And it's going to do more about the mind spider or whatever that thing is.
Mind flayer thing. That could work.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've explored these characters, so I'm not opposed. And I'm sure there'll be some tie-ins somehow because you got to get cameos in there. Fans love that fan service. So I'm sure they'll find a way to get Stranger Things tied in, the first few seasons tied in. I don't know. I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot. I liked the series enough.
Well, we've already asked you guys to play along with us in the comments anyway about, the other stuff we're doing this about the foods. But why don't you drop in a comment and let us know what you think about Stranger Things?
Yeah, if you've been watching it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do want to throw this out there. It's kind of some on-air stuff, but it's also personal to us. If you didn't catch it on the air, we're going to be doing a volunteer group at the Regional Food Bank coming up on February 7th if you're a local and you're listening to us. Just kind of a way, if you want to get better involved with your community and you're not even sure where to start that, it's just kind of been a thing that has been a goal for you. We're putting together a volunteer group to go help out at the Regional Food Bank. It's just one Saturday afternoon for a few hours. It's actually a lot of fun. They make it fun. They turn on music. People are dancing.
I've done this a couple of different times.
I have as well. And I'm actually surprised at how much fun it is and how good you feel leaving there. Yeah. And you just meet a lot of people. I don't know. It's a good time. If you want to be involved in that, you can bring the family. You just have to be at least 8 years old if you are that young. Under 16 has to be accompanied by an adult. But we would love for families to come out.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah.
And if this catches on and people like doing it, maybe we'll make it a regular thing.
Maybe once a quarter or something. Yeah.
So you guys have a way to serve the community over and over again. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it's one of those deals too. And it's, again, we mentioned it's for the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. And this is why they're able to do so much, because with the volunteers that they have, with the donations and being matched that they have, and just all the help that makes this happen, literally we could end this hunger issue in Oklahoma by donating a can of beans, packing a box, or donating $1. That's the 3 easiest things I think you could ever do.
Yeah, and when we talked to Stacy, the CEO at Regional Food Bank, she mentioned just telling people about it.
Yep.
Just spreading the word also helps. So there's a lot of different ways. But if you're looking to volunteer, which is one of my things that I'm trying to do more of this year, this might be a good opportunity for people.
Real quick, we tried to do something over the holidays. I'm just throwing this out there because I did not know this. You're talking about learning something. We were trying to go serve Christmas meals. And we were about 2 weeks out from Christmas and realized that you can't get in fast enough to do that. You have to be in sooner.
Yes, the spots fill up quick.
So that's what I was going to say. So if you are looking to volunteer, whatever you're looking to volunteer for, do it sooner than later so that you can plan and make sure that you can actually do it.
Yeah, you plan ahead. Just know maybe March is a good month for, because really we're at the beginning of January, but really if you want to sign up for something, March is probably the soonest. I mean, hopefully people have enough volunteers, and March is where a lot more spots are available. We have spots reserved. So if you go to Regional Food Bank to their site, it's going to say that it's full, but we do have spots designated for us. So go to magic104.com and register there, and we'll make sure you got a spot helping us out with that. And hopefully it goes really well. I can't imagine it going poorly.
No.
It's good times.
We'll do it.
Speaking of that being something that I want to make a better value this year. I know we don't do resolutions. Have you pinpointed anything that you want to work on, or any values that you'd like to more service, more?
Well, I mean, I think for sure, being more service oriented, and not just for like promotions and stuff that we do for the radio, just in a personal manner.
Right. I've already seen you take a few steps towards that. Just behind the scenes.
Yeah. Just trying to, make a little bit more of a difference. And do good. I I would like, and I really am kind of debating if I should even say this out loud.
Because then you might have to follow through.
Yeah. You know how much I love Where in the State, the segment we used to do.
Yeah, just
to spotlight Oklahoma stories and businesses. And,
for sure.
Anyway, I still have such a desire to do that.
Yeah.
And if you're listening going, well, why aren't you doing it? It just comes down to sponsorships. And I don't even know who to talk to. That's the problem. So I'm throwing this out there for you guys that if you know anybody that would love to sponsor an Oklahoma-based segment to spotlight Oklahoma businesses, tell us who to talk to.
Yeah, that would be great. I think that, just continuing.
I didn't plan on doing this. I mean,
I feel
a little dirty doing it.
No.
But
it's nothing
I really
wrong
would like for us to do it again.
it would be great.
We had so much fun meeting these people, hearing these amazing stories, and then, of course, being able to share them with you so that you guys could go, I had no idea.
Yes. And I will go ahead and pop up something in our YouTube where you can click on it. But if you want to go and check out some of those old stories, it's Where in the State.
Yeah.
Just go look at Where in the State, and we've got a bunch of stories over there. I like that. I'm on board with that, too.
What about you?
I did think about Where in the State, and I was like, oh, man, it's a lot of time. How am I going to work this back into the schedule? It is another job, but it's well worth it. I think my word for this year, I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what it is, but I get the sense that there's going to be a lot of things going on around me, and I need to find a way to find internal peace, to not get anxious about things that are outside of my control, and not let that throw off the things that I can control, I guess. I just get this in. It's like I'm circling around the word center or abide or something that's just like, all right, we got to find a safe spot that when things are going crazy, we're just going to internally go here. Yeah. Like your happy place kind of thing. Like we're going to take some breaths. We're just going to remind ourselves we can do things. Everything's okay. We can only control what we can control. But I just feel like developing that space. And because a lot of times I'll go on a tailspin and then remember like, okay, we can sit back and we can take a moment. I just want that to become a more natural response instead of going to anxiety every single time and then having to back up and be like,
sanctuary.
Sanctuary is a good word for that.
That's a word for
something
you.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's something, the sense of that. So yeah, I just would like that to be my immediate response of like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm going to take a step back instead of feeling overwhelmed, feeling like I'm going to lose my mind. And then going, oh yeah, I don't have to live like this.
I'm going to step into my sanctuary for half a second.
So it's going to take a minute, but I think if I train my brain, we can get there where that's more of a natural response than it is right now.
I like that. Yeah.
So that's not a resolution by any means.
No. No. I don't like that word resolutions. We already discussed that.
It's a setup for failure.
It is.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you want to share?
I'm done.
Okay. I have one more question for you because this was just perplexing to me. When we're in here, a lot of times I turn my phone on work mode because I just don't want to be distracted all the time. I got enough distractions. Apparently somebody came to my door 3 times the other day. Rang my doorbell 3 times. I don't know why are you so adamant? And then I was watching him and he opened my mailbox and looked in there. And that really set me off. I didn't like that. Made me feel really uncomfortable. Why do you need to know who lives here? Why are you looking through my private property, sir? So what do you do when you see that? Like because I put this out to Beth and she was like, well, maybe he there was supposed to be a package delivered or something and he's making because my house doesn't have a house number on it. So maybe he thought it got delivered. Maybe it's something like that. And I was like, I don't know. If it was something like that though, I would leave a note. I rang your doorbell 3 times. I know you have a camera. You saw it. You see me standing out here. If I was that adamant that I was at a stranger's house and I felt I really needed to ring the doorbell 3 times about something, if they didn't answer, I think I would let them know why I was there. I think is my question. Because I'm like, I have no idea who this dude was or why he was there. It must have been something pretty urgent for you to ring the doorbell that many times. The only thing I could put together is I had left my trash can out by the street for several days, too many days, maybe 5 days, irresponsibly long. And it had been brought up to my house, but I thought a friend that lived in my neighborhood did that. I should just ask him. But I was like, did you bring it up? And now you're adamant to tell me, like, stop leaving your thing out too long. That ticks me off. Were you ticked off about it? Like, I don't.
Okay. So see, this is where you talk about things I need to get better at. I need to get better at not being so suspicious because I'm telling you, this is giving me the ick.
What was your first guess?
In the worst way.
What do you think he was doing?
Well, honestly, I just think whatever he was doing was no good because there's no reason to ring the doorbell 3 times.
Well,
and here's the thing. You weren't expecting anybody. You didn't have a service set up. I mean, They could have completely the wrong house.
Could.
Here's the deal. When you go look in the mailbox, I actually may be wrong here, but I think that could be a federal offense.
Yeah, you can't. That's my private property. You can't look in there and get my personal information out.
This is stalker creepy that
I
is
did
not
like
good.
That. I did not like that. And I thought, well, he must be having some sort of emergency. Maybe it's a neighbor and they need help. Like, that's the only reason I would ever go to a neighbor's house and ring that many times. That's annoying. It was like 9:30 in the morning on a Monday. Who's going to be home? Everybody's at work.
Yeah.
So why would you think I'm so in my head, it must have been some sort of emergency. But I don't know. But then when you look in that's the problem was then you looked in my mailbox. That's not an emergency. Now you're looking for me. You're looking for who lives in this house specifically. You're not just looking for a neighbor because you need help. Like,
that's where my brain's going, and this is not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
do you have a ring? What is your?
I mean, it's the same kind of deal. It's a Bots Lab. Here's
the only reason this is interesting that this just happened to me. Both of my cameras that I have right now, or that I had before and I have right now, they're doorbell cameras with Ring or whatever you want. But there was one I went to just here recently that actually said, we're not able to answer the door right now, but you can leave a message. I had never had that option.
No, I haven't heard to leave a message.
And I think this is brilliant because then you just speak in. So then this
I'm
person,
not like, why the H are you so adamant to get me to my door?
So then this person could say, I'm so-and-so, I'm trying to reach you, blah, 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 blah.
See, well, now I'm not turning my phone on work mode because I have the option if I would have seen him, I could have asked what he's doing. Right. What do you need? Right. How can I help you?
Right.
But I didn't see him at the time. So I don't know. I am not super creeped out. It's unnerving. I would say it's unnerving when that
I'm not super
creeped
creeped out for you, but it is a little unnerving that somebody did that much at your house when you're not there.
Yeah, what was the deal? I don't know. Anyway, that was my last. I'm just throwing it out there. That was my oddity. I don't know. If I end up dead, go and consult the footage.
Stop. Stop. That's not even fair, funny, or anything.
He's too old. I could have taken him.